Yeah, the idea is what I sent in the email yesterday is that you will be doing it. You'll be doing and teaching each other today, or doing the dynamics today. But on Monday, rather than teaching the entire class, you will be showing how or documenting your exchange, right?
Just remember to make the most of your time together and really have some fun while you're actually learning your new skills.
If you have an old toothbrush, go get it now. Bring watercolors too. So something that I took up over the quarantine is architectural landscape painting. And I was never good at it before, I think because I'm a perfectionist like a lot of people and get really hung up in like perspective and measuring. So this is kind of like a way to do all of that without stressing yourself out and messing yourself up even more. It's also a great way to kind of ground yourself in your environment. And you're gonna mess up a lot here too, like I did. I actually always work in pen because I want to be comfortable with my mess up. It's something that happens, you're like, oh shoot, but then you have to be like, okay, I can make this a part of it. And I think embracing your mistakes is very important. So you're never gonna like it right away. I could show you how to do trees with a toothbrush. It's also fun to tell people that you painted with a toothbrush after you're done. They always look at you with like amazement, and then you just like do that. And it brings your painting to life. It like helps you let go of perfection. What I recommend doing, if you have any time or want to doodle later, is looking out your window and just like practicing on trees and like seeing how you get different shapes with it. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Yeah, that's a cool tip to learn, so thank you.
Can't go first.
Okay.
Just teach me because I ran out of thread and I can't go through anymore. I can't go.
Okay, so I'll just show you then.
It looks like this.
But that looks pretty good. That's honestly not, I mean, for me, it took me like forever to pick up, so. As long as you feel like you got the gist of it, that's all that matters.
I think that's enough since it's like going to be sitting for another 2 days. So there we have it. Plant fertilizer. Yeah, and you just pour it into like a cup once it cools, and then just use it regularly, like the way you would water your plant.
Okay. Oh, so we can use this like pretty often, like on the daily?
Yeah. Like especially for small plants, you can just, because small plants need like, they don't really need a lot of water. They just need like a little bit of water, but like more often. So like 1 tablespoon every like 3 days is good for like small plants.
Oh, okay. So like, does this go bad or anything? And
No,
do we keep
it doesn't.
refrigerated?
Like the longer it stays, like the longer it ferments, the better.
You breathe in with your nose, and then you breathe out with your mouth. We're gonna do this 3 times, very slowly. Now keep your eyes closed, and think about how other people in your life, whether it be your family or your friends, what would be the words that they would use to describe you as a person? Just think about it. So just take your time, and when you can think of those words, write them down.
So that is one of the techniques. Super easy, right?
Yeah, no, that's really, I mean, I didn't know, I feel like I've never known that that's like how, I mean, I'm sure it's not like simple, it like probably takes a lot of skill to do things like that, but that's crazy that like you can create such an effect like that by doing something that's not that, like, you know, someone like me who doesn't know how to do things like that can do.
In, 2, 3, 4, and just think about how you would describe yourself as a person.
I think it less so made me think about like what I'm hiding, and more so think about how I just know that my family have a very warped like perspective of who I am as a person, which in itself is revealing, like, which is what I like benefited from. Those questions, yeah, are pretty helpful.
I will just show a very basic skeleton outline just to give you guys like an idea of what coding is basically, and just like maybe teach you guys a few elements. So yeah, it'll be very quick. Working as a journalism major has been challenging this year, especially when I have to interview people and I've only met them through a screen. However, with coding, I'm able to create something that conveys my personal aesthetic and can be shared with others. And yeah, if I had the ability to send this to you guys, you guys could have added your own, paragraph with the P.
Lemon juice is optional.
Oh, lemon juice. Yeah, I want to add that. My dog thinks I'm cooking and he keeps staring at me because he wants food.
Oh.
I feel like mine's really thick compared to everyone's.
Yeah, that's fine. That's how they do it at weddings in India.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's
I've
like,
used turmeric before, but never in this way with like the banana like this. It's super cool.
I love how your arm feels like really silky because of the oil.
Yeah.
It feels really great.
It's gonna be fun. Does it feel good?
It actually feels good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, wow.
This is gonna feel like really intense, but it's gonna feel so good.
Yo, it already does, man. Like, oh, I haven't lunged it since 2 years ago. Holy shit. Please continue. Oh! Dude, this is honestly so nice.
Right? Oh my god!
Spicing up your food can make the biggest difference.
Yes.
Like, try incorporating like an array of like colors on your plate. I feel like this is something, I don't know, since I'm like a more visual person, but it helped me like just having small portions of everything so I can like see a variety, and then also like it allows me to eat different things.
Yes.
And like sure 10,000 times more appetizing, and just like I don't know, excites me so much more.
Wow. Oh, Anna, were you there seeing all this?
He's having a revelation.
It's crazy. Yoga's insane. Wow.
It's it feels so good.
Wow, that was. Woo! My hands touched the floor.
Wait, you never.
No, it. Oh, wow! Wow.
Dude, this is immaculate recording like material.
Yeah. Something in my mind just clicked where, yeah, this is, what we're doing in this class together, and this project is, it's creating clarity in our mind, right? Our minds are being clear. We're taking ourselves out from this kind of isolation and this time of COVID to just really be in the moment, right? That's what yoga was doing for me. That intense pain under my leg, right? I hadn't felt something like that in so long, and that just made me realize, I should be focusing on what it is in the present for me.
For me, it was really, I think I was really thinking of Paulo Ferreira's concept of like the student-teacher relationship and breaking that, and then Pablo Hilguera's concept of like expertise and what does that mean, because Sierra is, a fashion design student and like actually a designer and like making things. And I think me teaching embroidery, I was definitely like, as someone who is like, very much a novice, I was at first like a little worried because I was like, this feels like it's gonna probably be like redundant for her, like not imagining what her experience is, but that was definitely like a concern of mine. But I found it to still be like a really enjoyable process and something that I could still learn, like teach, because it was kind of new. And even though at times she was like a few steps ahead of me because I'd like say things, but I was still like slow to do it. I think it was interesting to see kind of like those concepts I mentioned, where there really is no like strict leader of anything, or like no like person who like knows the end all be all of something. We were, even though I was the one presenting it, I think we were kind of still learning from each other in that sense. And in the same way of when Sierra was teaching me, it was also one of those things where like this kind of, because I immediately like placed her as being the expert because what she was, the skill she was presenting was within her major and like something that she was like actively doing. I immediately was like, this is going to be so complex, like I'm not going to understand it at all, like so many concerns. But then it ended up being something that was, she made an experience that was really simple and like totally eliminated my preconceived notions of like what the skill was to be, and made it something like super accessible and something that I could easily understand. So I had a good time, even though I had like a lot of anxiety surrounding it. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.